Okay, we head to San Francisco, California for this brew. This is from 21st Amendment Brewery. It's an American IPA known as Tasty IPA. Got the picture of this attractive fellow on it, right? This is kind of your standard American IPA, 5.5 to 7.5% ABV. What we're looking at in the range. 50 to 70 IBUs. We'll serve it into a tulip glass. This one in particular has 6.8% ABV. It looks like this is Ben Franklin, kind of. And I believe it is because, according to the beer description, curious minds are a beautiful thing, and who better to take a cue from than Benjamin Franklin himself. Much like he discovered electricity by boldly flying a kite in a thunderstorm, we were struck with a great idea of our own. Let's take one of our favorite homebrew recipes and turn it into a standout gold-colored American IPA that we call Tasty IPA. Crack open a can and enjoy bright, fresh flavors and aromas of hops, tropical stone fruit, and pine, and a hint of spiciness. Mr. Franklin once said, "Well done is better than well said." Very true. And this beer is sure to prove that theory. So as far as the hops go, Calypso, Equinaut, Azaka. The dry hops, those are the flavor hops. The dry hops, Simcoe, Calypson, and Eleverest. Or no, I'm sorry, Equinaut again. And the bitter hops, CTZ. Mike Tasty McDole was the home brewer who first brewed this, and now we have this as a seasonal release, I believe, around the holidays. This came in that holiday case I was talking to you about. And this was actually brewed in Utica, New York. So 21st Amendment, I guess, has an offshoot in Utica. They, of course, were founded in the year 2000. This will be the fifth 21st Amendment beer that we've reviewed, and this currently is ranked 2,412th in IPAs. So got a little bit of a ways to go before you catch Two Hearted Ale from Bell. So let's pour into this tulip glass, see what we have. And we'll see how West Coast this is. 70 IBUs, by the way, if I hadn't mentioned this before. And we see that very hazy kind of amber color. You can see my hand through it a little bit. So I got a nice head as well, about 2 to 3, maybe 2.5 fingers of head. Aroma-wise, I'm getting a very passion fruit kind of smell to it. Very tropical, and definitely some spiciness. Pine-wise, maybe a hint of the pine that was advertised. So taste. Absolutely getting that West Coast feel to this. This has that tropical fruit sensation that you get a lot of times from West Coast beers. And it does have a little bit of a harshness on the back of the tongue, so a little bit of an aftertaste on it. But that pleasant taste is very, very there at the forefront. So I really like this beer. It does have a little bit of an aftertaste taste to it, a little bit, but I don't know. It's pretty good. Maybe not quite holding up to some of the other West Coast beers that are out there, but a decent beer nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and give Tasty IPA a 7.5 out of 10. I really think it has a good look to it, and it has good tropical taste and a little bit of harshness on the back of the tongue, taking a little bit off of the full 10. But a very pleasant IPA, nothing really that's going to be earth-shattering, but a good effort nonetheless from 21st Amendment. So 7.5 out of 10 for Tasty IPA.